everybody. So here is the painting that I did in my last video underneath there. I'm going to re-pour over it tonight. And I'm re-pouring some lighter colors. So in this cup, I think all I have is, all the colors in total are your base coat white, your copper, gold, which is the 24 karat gold, micaceous iron oxide, let me say that again, micaceous iron oxide, and there's a pearl white in there as well, and that's coming up here that I'm injecting into there a little bit, and I wish that I hadn't because it misshapes it too much when I'm trying to make rings. I like doing this when I'm going to be stretching a canvas all like side to side and then keeping some negative space, which is kind of what I had in mind, but for the purpose of trying to make something that looks like an agate slice, I shouldn't have done that because I didn't want to break it up in the lines too much. And you can see it's some of it's fairly liquid. I think it's the pearl color that I have quite liquid. I'm not, I always say this in my videos, but I might as well just say it every time. I'm not one to care about my mixtures. I kind of like the surprise of things that happen. And I just can't spend my time on mixing and recipes. I like the results that I get with things, so I don't worry about my mixtures too much. I mean, even my colors, I have all sorts of different concoctions in the colors, so to ask me what's in them, I can't be sure because I can't remember what I might have mixed something with. Some of my colors are really old, so just to let you know that up front. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I'm just going to keep trying to stretch this out, maintaining some of the lines and some of that real geode agate looking ring formation, which is really what I'm into right now. I'm into crystals and rocks and fossils and things like that. I went to a rock and gem show today and bought some really awesome pieces to put in some of my resin art. Some beautiful pieces of amethyst and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's really what my focus is I like the taking my inspiration from things like that in nature, rock formations in particular. So that's all I'm trying to do with this one is create some nice geode sort of shaping. So I do kind of stretch it out and add in some swiping and things like that just to get it to some point where I'm happy to let it dry. That's really all my pouring is getting it to a point where I'm fine to let it dry, and then most of you will know that I paint on my paintings after and I can take away spots that I don't like. So I don't worry about getting rid of things that are showing that I don't like because I can always paint that away later. If I find an area of a painting that I really like, sometimes I will let the whole rest of the painting dry. And so I'm therefore keeping the piece that I really like. And I know that once it's dry that I can get rid of it. Rather than scrape it while it's wet and make a big mess, I'd rather just go in and paint. And add more colors and color washes and whatever, maybe texture gels, crackle paste, whatever the case may be, I can always do something different once it's dry. So sometimes I just look at it like, it's just a base coat, for whatever I'm going to do later. So I'll leave you with that and let you just keep watching. And if I see something coming up that I need to explain, I will pop in. But other than that, I'll just let you watch. And um, yeah, that's about all I can say about this one. So enjoy, and I hope you like the painting in the end. I really do, but again, it's really hard to show what it truly looks like on camera, but it really is uh, very sparkly with that gold and the copper, and the rings are really defined. One thing I must say about me is I really torch a lot. I have always found that um, torching really brings out the color. It's not only about popping bubbles, but it really brings out the color, and it really defines cells and lines, especially metallic lines. It will really help make those metallic lines pop. So I don't usually show the torching because I figure people don't really want to watch someone torch. But I torch quite a quite a long time and all over my painting, and I keep moving the torch so I don't burn the paint. Um, but I'm not one that goes over it real fast. I make sure every spot of my painting is torched well, and where there's lines, I really torch, moving the torch constantly, but I really torch out those cells and those beautiful lines. I mean, right before your eyes, you can see them really develop, and to me, that's well worth it because it really helps bring them up. So that being said, I'll just let you watch the rest of it, and I will chime in if I need to. So at this point, I am trying to get the flow of the colors going sort of in the same direction, and I'm just adding some swipes and bringing up a few cells just for some interest, and so I'm just doing a few little sections at a time and get it to a point where, again, I'm happy with it just to let it sit and dry. The cells that are popping up there are a little far away from the edge, so I think I end up tilting and um, getting them a little to the edge and over, I think. Um, and yeah, I just keep doing little bits at a time just to make it sort of cohesive and seem like it fits together. But I will let you just keep watching again. Well, this is where I'm going to leave it. Let it dry. I've covered it up. It's quite thick, so there may be some cracking and crazing a little bit, but again, not something I worry about. I just work with it and do something with that texture once it's dry. So it's drying now, and I will post this as the first video in this pour. Depending on how it dries, I may well, I'll definitely enhance some of the colors and things like that with some washes, and use my paint brushes a little bit in there. But as far as doing much else to it, I'm not sure yet. I might do that top section where it's white and fill that in. Really not sure yet. Have to see once it's dry. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you liked this video and the painting in the end. Take care.